Action. Do you want me to leave?
I got nervous. Alright. I promise you, once you make this almond milk, you will never buy it in the grocery store again. I can promise you that. Today we are making homemade almond milk. This is actually not my recipe. This is Toni's recipe, and she's been making this for me ever since we started dating, and today will be finally the first time I make it myself. The almond milk that we're making today is meant to be used with coffee or tea. If you want to just make it for cooking or just plain old almond milk, all you have to do is take out a couple of ingredients, but this is our favorite way to enjoy almond milk, and like I said, you will never buy store-bought crap again. Usually, I do not like almond milk. I try to avoid it. Well, obviously it tastes like almonds, but it's just like, ah! But this time, it's a little different. It's a bit more subtle, and it just becomes amazing, okay? Just give it a shot. So, ingredients. Alright, obviously you need almonds. You need 6 ounces of raw almonds. So make sure you're not using roasted salted crap because that's going to be disgusting. Raw almonds, pro tip, go to the bulk section of your grocery store. You'll get them cheaper and you'll get way more. The key is to make sure to soak them in water for at least 8 hours, preferably overnight. And what that's going to do is going to soften the almonds enough so that they blend in your blender. Almonds are obviously a super hard nut, so if you try to blend them without soaking them, it's going to be a bad time. And especially if your blender's on the weaker side, the longer you soak them, probably the better. You want to pour enough water so it covers an inch above the almonds because the almonds will swell up a little bit as they just party in the tub for a bit. Throw this in your refrigerator. Almonds tend to go rancid quicker if you just leave them out at room temperature soaked in water. If you want to make this in a pinch, you can just pour boiling water over the almonds and let them sit for about an hour. It should work fine. Honestly, all you need is almonds, salt, and water to make your base almond milk, and all this other stuff is to make it the sweet version. The salt is just there to bring out the flavor of the almonds. Nothing sexy about that. Let's get to the cool ingredients. So, I mean, they're all cool, but whatever. So I have 4 dates here. Definitely adjust this to how sweet you like things. The original recipe calls for 3, but I guess I'm a child and like sweet things, and so we're using 4 today. Go 5, 6 if you're feeling crazy. You do what you want. It's your milk. These are medjool dates. We have to pit them. I've never pitted a date. Apparently it's super easy, but have you met me? If you don't have dates or don't want to go get dates, you can sub in with 4 tablespoons of sugar. Then we're gonna add about a 1/4 teaspoon of ground cinnamon and then a teaspoon of vanilla bean paste. You can get this on Amazon pretty easily. If you don't have vanilla bean paste, you can definitely use vanilla extract. I can really taste the difference when you use the vanilla bean paste as opposed to just vanilla extract. If you want to go super fancy and spend $1 zillion, go ahead and buy whole vanilla bean. That's it for the ingredients. This is very simple. Once you get the hang of this, you can whip this together in 10 minutes. It yields about 4 cups of almond milk. If you drink coffee twice a day like me, it'll last you for about a week, but it will stay fresh in the fridge for 5 to 7 days. Okie dokie. Now for the things you need to make it, you need a nut milk bag. I believe this is a little finer in cheesecloth. You can use cheesecloth if you don't have a nut milk bag. We'll link one on Amazon. Basically, if you don't use this, your almond milk's gonna be pretty pulpy. I don't know how you feel about that, but I'm not about that life. If things are dire, you can use an old t-shirt, but let's get started. So strain out your almonds from the water it's been sitting in. It might look a little gnarly, so we're gonna get rid of that. You have to rinse the almonds. After that, we are going to go ahead and pit our dates using a knife. So in your blender, toss in your almonds and your dates, and we're going to fill up the blender up to the 5 line on your blender, which comes around to about 4 cups. And then we're just gonna blend this on high from 30 to 60 seconds until everything is blended very well. This time will vary depending on how good your blender is. In a big measuring cup, put the nut milk bag over it, and then you're going to pour this mixture into the cup. We're basically just squeezing out all the milk from the nuts. So squeeze really hard, twist off the top, because if you end up squeezing too hard, you're just gonna splatter nut milk everywhere, and nobody likes that.
Sometimes it's the squirter.
Squeeze pretty good. Try to get as much out as you can. Bring it like a towel. Go until you get about 4 cups of milk. It doesn't need to be exact, but that's kind of what you're aiming for here. This is your base almond milk. If you don't want to add anything else, that's it. You're pretty much done. But if you want to make the coffee creamer, throw it back into the blender. Add 4 cranks of salt and your vanilla bean paste and cinnamon. Blend that on low until everything is well mixed together. If you want to make this even easier, you don't need to blend a second time. You could just throw everything in at once and strain it out. If you do it like this, you might leave some of the flavor behind in the nut milk bag. So that's why we do the second blend. Just pour it into a jug or whatever container you have, preferably using a funnel, and that's pretty much it. Almond milk. So this goes really well with hot coffee, cold brew, tea, literally any other way you would normally use milk. Just go ahead and use it, brother, sister. We're gonna see how I did.
Okay.
I want you to taste it just by itself.
You did good. It's very hard to mess up. It's very easy to make. And you nailed it.
Oh, thank you. Let's try the tea now. Cheers.
Cheers. Yes.
Ooh,
Yes, yes,
yeah,
yes.
that's good.
Nailed it. Worked it good. So good. It's the homemade almond milk. Don't drink that other shit. Just kidding. You do you.
Well, that's Toni, everybody. Thanks, Toni.
Thanks.
So that's almond milk, everybody. Quick and easy. So easy that I did it with minimal assistance. Give this a shot. Let me know how you like it. Everyone who's had it is just blown away with how good it is. And they have no idea it's almond milk until I tell them it is. And honestly, I know almond milk gets a bad rap, and rightfully so. Thank you, Silk, for f***ing it up. I truly believe homemade anything just tends to be better, but with almond especially just brings it up to 1,000. The nut milk bag is less than 10 bucks. I mean, okay, it's $13. You can spend much worse on $13.
It might be 13 and some change.
13 and some change. I mean, if you're really pinching pennies, then whatever. Use a t-shirt, use cheesecloth. Hell, try a pulpy. Let me know what you think. Thanks again so much for watching, guys. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what other recipes you want to see. This one was just a really quick one. I feel like this is Toni's signatures. I felt like I had to do it. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you next time. Thanks. Bye!